Right. Within the Shadow Fae realm that currently Shinrael is trying to claim his ancient parentage and reclaim it. We find ourselves deep within a keep that had been transformed from the original castle built by Titania. We have found out that with Titania's death, she was able to split herself and infuse a portion of her life to create the being that everyone has come to know as Nailumia. In here, Nailumia, swimming within Titania's memories, has done her best to help her grandson reclaim. Ultimately, signing away her soul, giving away all that she had gained so far, and in exchange, receiving power from the Inferno realms. As this was signed, the last bit of true Fae passed from her to Shiny, presumably giving him what he needs to take the next steps here. As that happened, we found the body of Nailumia frozen, becoming a statue of ice, sitting there crystalline. And the being that had brokered this deal between Nailumia and the namesake of Hope's family line left, dictating they were off to fulfill the bargain. And so we come back as our team stares at the now ice statue. So, Josh, you rewrote how with Nailumia's deal here. You've had the week to think. What happens now?
As you see this statue of Nailumia, you watch it all of a sudden just burst into purple flames. And it's almost like you can't even see it. You don't see what's inside. It's so opaque that it's just this dark purple. And then it starts simmering out, and you notice on the ground at first that there's a puddle of water. And you'll see wings wrapped around this, still about the same height. Now, the height hasn't changed, but there's the wings you'll notice first have changed heavily. They do not look like butterfly wings anymore. They look like kind of bat wings, dark wings. They have these little points on the tip of them. And as they unfold, you see two little horns growing on the side of her head. No longer a spectral unicorn. You see long purple hair still. The fadings of the being reborn have gone away. She just kind of has her fair skin. And you see this choker-like collar almost wrapped around her neck. Still kind of in the same outfit, a little different, a little more edgier. And she's holding a lamp in her hand.
Nailumia?
Who?
Oh, God.
Yep. Ugh.
Just kidding.
How do you feel?
What do you mean?
Oh, my God.
Well, do you feel you look different?
What?
Also, I didn't realize that
What do you mean I look different?
you look different.
I
I don't even just mean the
look like Nailumia now.
Whoa! Why do I look edgy like you now?
I don't know, but I'm glad I'm not the only one.
And hey, I have horns like Hope. What the heck? My wing. Oh, my wings are. That's not cool.
I mean, you look personally
But-
cool now.
You somehow
Thanks.
accessorized while you were. I don't know how that happened.
You think that's the only thing that happened? What? Whoa! What's this thing in my hand? Where's my book? Dulles, did you take my book? Mars, Shiny, I know you guys like taking things.
No,
I-
everything on you froze.
I didn't take anything. At least not this time.
Why do I have this lamp?
It kind of reminds me of how Pretty had a lamp.
No, it doesn't. Be quiet.
Josh reaches through the screen and punches Ross.
You
Ignore
really
my
think so, though? Like, really? I hope. Hold on. I can still do this, right? Let me try. She tries to freeze, and you like. She's going to focus on Dulles and try her like momentary stasis to freeze you. She no longer has that. So we'll see what happens. What abilities do I have? I think at this moment, randomly, she'll just start floating. She starts hovering without flying. What's going on here? I did not mean to do this.
I literally have no thoughts. Head empty. This is too much right now. This is way too much.
You signed the contract.
I never actually read the contract, though. I know you guys
No,
did, but I wasn't really like paying
no.
attention.
You're no longer a wizard,
Oh my god.
Lumia.
What?
You're no longer a wizard. All of your abilities now? They're not learned. You gained your abilities through the contract.
I think that's when the moment she feels the choker around her neck.
Through the Vistas.
You mean this thing, and she holds the lamp, and this thing are more than just a lamp and a choker.
I hope the Feywild doesn't mind tieflings.
What do you mean?
Any future progeny on your line could have the same effects.
I don't think I'm Fae no longer, though. And she's going to try to Misty Step, and she can't even do that.
I feel like I'm going to be sick.
Yeah, I'm there with you. How we have to? Let's go check on the count. If he's still there, we'll know if this actually worked or not.
Oh, I can do that. And she'll snap her finger, and Demiplane opens up.
Ah!
Okay.
Huh. We still have that.
She looks inside.
Oh, that's
Strahd in there.
Strahd is gone.
Strahd's no longer in here. Is all our gold in here?
Yes.
Okay. He left all our gold, thank God. Because
We just had it lying around in your demi-plane. Okay. All right. I don't remember the next steps of this. Blow by blow. All I know is that we had to get here. We had to deal with the count and maybe Strahd, but that's all taken care of. What's the next step?
Take the throne.
Shoney's take the throne.
I think we're getting.
Ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
This has been a long time coming, bud.
We have to reinstate the pillar.
Yes, that.
That might only be possible by you taking the throne, Shiny.
As a reminder, you are in a treasure trove of a vault.
And I was
Yeah.
going to investigate in here.
What are you
I-
investigating?
Hmm?
What are you investigating?
I'm looking for interesting things.
What would be interesting?
Things. Purpose.
Purpose?
That's interesting to her. Yeah, purpose is interesting to her.
I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh, what you mean.
Anything
I
magical?
don't know how to answer that. Yeah, I guess.
Anything that looks like it could be a magical item, or
Okay.
assist Harmony on the assist Harmony on the roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an investigation check.
Oops. Uh, 15.
15. Okay. Come around. With much of the coins that are here, you do see that they're all stamped with the face of the Count. And there are tons here. Yeah.
Is there any like paperwork or anything?
No, there wouldn't be any paperwork in here. The only thing was pretty much that you do see, that there is a black mist here that seems to move about. And kind of bows to you as you kind of stare at it. You do see a large shield that has what looks like two enormous dragon wings put upon it. Besides that, there's some what looks like magical potions, oil vial, and breastplates and various valuables.
Okay, she'll go pick up the shield to look at it.
Okay. Go to shield, and as you and others move about, this mist starts whispering. Would any of you like to partner?
In what way?
You're
No, why are we
No,
talking to the ominous mist right now?
Because I'm stressed. I want to know.
All bad ideas. All bad ideas. Never.
Yeah.
Maybe the first question should have been, "Who are you?"
Who are you?
I am the essence, a fragment of the evil here.
Oh, fun.
And
Alright, so you should probably say no.
what do you need?
Oh, just interested in attempting to make people famous, make them great.
Whoops, we already got that. Sorry.
Give such gifts.
Okay.
What are you doing in here?
He locked me up. He had lost his need of me.
And what do you get out of this?
To walk around, enjoy myself.
Wait a minute. Are you the anchor?
No?
Insight check.
You're going to insight check the mist. You got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he definitely had a tone.
Real insight.
33.
You're pretty sure this is a corrupted anchor.
Do we still have the mental the mental connection?
Oh
up?
yeah. Don't know if Nailumi is still in there, but oh yeah.
Shiny's gonna say, and Shiny's gonna be like, "Oh, okay, well," and then he's gonna start looking, or just like start looking around, like he's gonna start like look like acting like he's looking for something. Well, he is looking for something at the same time too. But in the mental connection, he's going, guys, I think this is the anchor that Strahd had and then gave up, and that's what was like keeping everybody in the Shadowfell.
Great.
Oh.
Let's just send it back to the Shadowfell so it sends things back from the Shadowfell to the Shadowfell.
But how do we send it back?
Can
Well,
anyone
it's an
vanish?
anchor. It's got to be anchored to something.
Well, I can banish something, but it has to be humanoid, right?
Mm. We'll get to that in a moment. Because Harmony, you were looking at the shield. Ezra Wings, you feel that it's a black metal. Seems extremely well made. Is there anything else you wanted to look at?
I guess not.
Yeah, I think over in the
Okay.
loot, I'll put some of the other items that are here.
Yeah. While Shiny was talking in his head, those are going to be briefly looking around for anything that looks like it might be related to Feywild royalty or the Shadow anything Shadowfell related, like planar Shadowfell related. Besides this mist.
Gotcha. Other shield that Harmony was looking at.
There's another unsigned contract in here.
Oh, is that still in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you looked at the unsigned contract. It was in here. That's why it's in my list.
Gotcha.
That's where you came to get it. There we go.
I mean, I'm gonna pick up the shield. I can't really use it, but since it stood out, I'll just pick it up.
All right. I'm looking for anything here. Seems like I would say at this point too, your person has come in. The one that helped you sign the contract goes, well, Glad everyone is doing so well. Very happy.
Don't you have a hell to get back to, bro?
Oh
No.
no! I have no intention of going back there anytime soon. It's way too much fun. It would be nice to get back to the material plane, though. Let's see. Ah, yes, I see. We have the anchor to deal with.
Meanwhile, Shiny was over there, like, doing, like, this, trying to do, like, the subtle head nod, eyeball movement to the sky, like, you forgot something over here.
Yeah. Yes. Right. So I can take care of this particular realm. See, of course, keep in mind, other realms will need to be separated by whatever it is you're due, but this should clear the immediate area. Let's see, I have Strahd.
Wait, say that again?
It says, well, I said I'm taking care of the domain that Strahd came from as per our agreement.
Ah.
I'm just saying there was further darkness in this realm you have to deal with, is all I meant.
Wait, I thought all the darkness came from his realm.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The Shadowfell incursion was where most of it came, and then there was the domain incursion after that.
Oh.
And then there's several domains. This was one of countless. But still, congratulations. Very good first step in whatever it is you are doing. You should be commended. Sacrifice and all that. Right. So, do you have a suitable replacement, Ingar?
What?
That was
The boss.
glossed over.
Oh, of course. Well, I can do my bit. So I need to. Well, this anchors currently. It's what causes the two planes to be occupying the same space, as it were, including the counts. Let's work that out. Counts and stars have to share. Whatever that will be.
What would happen if somebody became the anchor then?
Yes, I do believe it was previously tied to an individual, from what I can tell.
Oh, wait, can we tie it to an object?
You could theoretically do that.
Oh, we could tie it to an object and then hide it somewhere in the Shadowfell, or you can hide it somewhere in the Shadowfell where no one will find it.
Well, I can.
Shiny-
No. Let me be clear. I can go ahead and anchor this to the Shadowfell. No worries. It's where it's going to be anchored for the Feywilds.
We need an anchor for the Feywild here.
Oh, that's easy. That's me.
Oh,
Wait.
perfect. And what is your claim?
Well, my what?
He's the king.
You to proclaim yourself king.
I am. Well, I did this whole speech a couple of weeks ago. Let's see if I remember. So I am Shinriel Kithra of the Opaline Forest, grandson of Nephis, the Lady Regent of the Forest Opaline, descendant of Titania, Queen of the Seelie Fae, and I am the scion of the Summer Court.
There is a spark of green light and then turns into a rainbow that suffuses you. A huge smile appears over this devilish person as they reach out and grab this mist, and you see that it seems to split in two with dancing rainbows that begin to swirl around, and he takes the mist into a black ball. He goes, the dark powers will be pleased. And the rainbow light comes and rests upon you, Shiny. And comes into a ball and slowly rests into your hand, still glowing light.
Oh,
Well, it seems to have accepted your claim. Good for you.
that was a little less pomp and circumstance than I was expecting, which is great. Well, what do I do with this ball?
Whatever you want. It is the anchor of the realm. It's how can I explain this to you? Bottom line, I suppose this is how you can reshape everything here.
Oh, okay. That's
The big thing is these shapes are permanent. Unless you make them not permanent, semi-permanent. It really depends how good you are at these types of things. First
Right.
time?
Yeah, this is my first time being in control of an entire plane. He's going to he looks terrified at this ball. And he is going to dig his hand into his bag of holding, and he's going to pull out something that is from a long time ago, the unicorn snuggle beast, and he's going to shove the ball inside of the unicorn snuggle beast, just to keep it safe, so that it's not like a blaring glaring beacon of light everywhere they are.
Well, very good. First things first. Let's see here. I'm to understand that you want this planar space, yes? Correct?
Yes.
All right. And with this, I will take the mists away. They'll divert around, and you'll be able to see how far this reclamation goes and reestablish.
You know, in another world, I would say that you sound like an insurance adjuster.
I told you, I'm a representative educator, attaché.
Have you ever heard of an extended car warranty?
I created them.
Of course you did.
Pure evil.
Now, let's see. I do like my customers satisfied, of course. And you've sacrificed much. Don't want that to be in vain. That would be awful. Yes, ultimately, if it's usually best to spread it around a little bit. It can be a lot for one person to have on their shoulders. If you want to declare your court and such things, the more that your people spread, the further this will be, and you can at least how things were set up on this particular realm. You could create one of the pillars.
Oh, that's exactly what we need to do.
Yes, it's relatively simple. Now that
So
it's been
I
separated.
give some of the rainbow light to others, and then they create their own little domains here on the plane.
You could. If
Or
they
they-
possess the correct planar space, I would say you're more interested at this point, if you don't mind me saying so, sir, to allow it to spread all around. You want to revitalize what you have here.
Okay.
Let me say it like this.
Establish the court first, and then move, and then later everyone can decide their planes.
Yeah, this place is the Feywild. Then there, of course, there are the domains of delight. Some that have been taken over or destroyed in this war. Others still exist, hidden away, pocketed, one could say. But this is the Feywild that most would consider. This domain of Fey, such as It is, and therefore the main wall that keeps the light and the darkness separated.
So above table, I just need to get this map right in my head because I've never really understood this. So the Feywild is the plane, and on this plane exist different domains, or all these domains separate and apart from the Feywild?
Yeah. The domains themselves, yeah, they are the domains of delight are essentially separated from the Feywild in that they have their own rules and physics and ways of being, as they are governed by a lord, and that lord determines everything about them. The Feywild in of itself is like kind of essentially the default location. The wilds, literally. And that is where Titania formerly ruled.
Got it.
So these other ones are the domains of light are pocket dimensions, sometimes accessible by bridges, and sometimes by other means.
And so, like, that would include like things like the domain of dreams and like the other
Correct.
domains that we talked about.
Domain of dreams would be a domain of delight.
Ah, okay.
It's already got a ruler. Back off, Shiny.
Well, I was trying to think like if I have to go meet the rest of you and like give you a piece of this thing, like so that,
That makes sense. Yeah.
so that you can
Yeah.
like
So, like, I think it's an argument that we've talked about is the domain of first, which isn't part of the Feywild. It's a domain of delight, and so all these are domains of delight that are separated from the Feywild in general.
got it. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. That's exactly what we were going to do. Yeah.
Yeah, the best way to kind of think of them as islands around a continent.
Mhm.
It's just that the way there might not be an ocean. It could be, sipping the right tea, going down the right hole, because of just the way the Fey world works. And you did know there were 3 pillars that need to be resurrected. You're aware of one already. This would be the second pillar.
There's already 2. This would be the 3rd. Because we got the pillar from Artagan, the Dreamwell.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That because that established that one. Correct. Thank you. So this would be the 3rd pillar.
Would when we fixed the domain of first, would that have been a pillar?
No.
No, okay.
No, because there was a 3rd pillar. You made a pillar out of the dreams.
Okay.
Because dreams never lived on the physical plane. You created that.
Okay.
You basically changed the way the world works in order to create this next one.
Gotcha.
Is there an actual pillar we have to go find and fix, or is there something that is it something we have to create?
It was, well, the way it was before was, you could say the court was the pillar.
Ah.
So you make your court, determine your people. They then make up their descendants, and again, I don't know of the document of first. So the original treaty of the Feywild would explain these things. I don't know all of it. Just what I've been able to glean by
Shiny,
serving.
you could probably access those memories now.
What memories?
Her memories?
Whose memories?
Titania's?
Oh, wow.
In front, you can
Try
make history check and use your past life dice.
My what?
It's a D6 to any skill check, pretty much.
Okay. He's gonna close his eyes and try to remember how this was done the first time.
History check with the d6.
History with a D6. Oh, great, because that's
Guidance.
terrible. $15.
15, okay.
Did you add a D4 on
Yeah, I rolled really low in history, and I got a -1 to history. So
that? Ooh.
D20, D6, and D4 for 15. Okay. Search back. Details are foggy. It seemed that this particular pillar was made up of rules. This is where the customs of frivolity or trickery seemed to come, the things that later had defined what the Fae are, things like giving your word and how the word matters. The world itself is a force, an elemental force, one could say, like gravity. And it was all these things that countered the rules of the material plane, that were in addition to the rules of the material plane, that held the wall between here and the Shadowfell, because it had more to do with frivolity, it had more to do with wildness and the raw creativity that is present in the world.
oh, so like Titania, she like when she made the Feywild, she literally defined it. She defined it as what it was, and it was defined in like contrast to the material world and the Shadowfell. And so that was its pillar.
And I would say at this point, in that, as you sort of remember, you start to get the sense of the issues. For one thing, you as Shinra would have known is that had become very popular was royalty and those of title of the Feywild leaving for the material plane. Because a lot had to do with duty, had to do with the people keeping this up. And you now understand that the abandonment of that, people deciding to Fey people deciding to live in the material plane, deciding to abandon the ways of the Feywild, was a slow weakening of a very powerful dam that separated everything.
Like down to like the average Joe Schmo Fey, or just like the power.
Kind of started there, and it kind of went all around.
Right.
Well, not caring about court, not caring about the way things were. Or I don't really care about that. Whatever. Who cares about duty and what I'm supposed to do? All the sentiment eroded and kind of was part of this incursion, including some kind of the last vestiges that were with Titania. But those were, you kind of see the thing that there has to be, for a realm to exist, there has to be rules to it.
Yeah.
And if there's no one to upkeep the rules or obey them, then rules have no meaning. So this isn't something I should necessarily do now, but there's definite vulnerability the longer it goes. as of right now, so we'll go back to our fella here. He goes, well, it's certainly separated. I can do my thing, and you definitely have a moment if you're not ready to fully secure your realm. I would say I wouldn't let too long go by, but a year or two, I would get this taken care of. Maybe 3, if you want to push it.
Oh, that's good.
Certainly something to think of. In the meantime, did you want the castle? Or do you want me to take the Count's renovations with me?
He's gonna look to the group. Do we want a castle?
I mean, castles are cool, but this isn't really your style. Goth isn't your thing.
I mean, does anybody want a castle? Like, I mean, I don't have use for a castle, but like,
Bro,
When
this
you
is
want
your
the castle.
castle. This is your place.
I mean, yeah, just like leave the castle, I guess.
Okay.
We'll rehome it, I think.
Certainly. Perfect. Let's see.
We can make it like an annex, like a sanctuary.
Of course. Well, I'd learn Infernal. It's quite hellish. All right, and go. He goes and goes. If you would like to see this, you may want to address your people on your victory.
Oh. Yes. Oh, I should check on them, make sure there's anybody that needs healing. And he just bolts out the door.
As you butt out the door, you can see as soon as your foot hits the ground, there's a tremor. And you see the shadow begin to lift off of rainbow grass. And this gray, this off color that suffused the realm now is the rainbow light of the wilds. And you see almost like a funnel cloud high in the sky. The black, the dark spirits and ghosts begin to get sucked away. And up top, you see this gentleman throw the darkness and things up and give you a nod. And with enormous wings that are really nicely adorned with earrings, and even looks like he made a suit for the wings, nice suit extension. He's like, oh, very nice. And whoop, goes on up.
Oh. That was cool.
And now you look on to a beautiful field. It's not fully restored, but things are beginning to grow again. Those who followed you look around. And rainbows dance about you. The ancient forests that you lingered about are gone. Corrupted. They, in their place, are saplings. A place that's ready to grow and be what it once was. All of you see this now rainbow and light and prismatic power. What would y'all like to do?
Illumi does want to turn to Harmony and go, because she's been kind of watching her ever since. Go, hey, I heard everything that you said. Will you come with me and speak to someone? I think she might be able to help you.
Who is it?
She was once a grandmother to me. She might have some wise words to tell you.
I'll come with you.
Nailumia wants to go with Harmony to find Baba Yaga.
Amidst the cheers, you can see Wyatt going, "Right, we won!" and all out cheers. A few nymphs have already gone over to him.
Mara's kind of like steps out, like Mara's kind of like steps out within view of Wyatt, stops wide-eyed, turns around, and walks away.
And the celebrations are starting as is recognized, and off from it, Naomi and Harmony, you do see a house upon chicken legs that was not there before, and sitting there in a rocking chair with looks like crochet needles. See the woman, old and wrinkled, eyes black. And you can easily see, even now through it, that it's an illusion over the form of Talvin. Speaks more. Welcome. I want to at least show on my old skin, even though it's still beyond my grasp.
Don't worry, your new skin's safe. Oh, you like mine? She like
You
does
look-
a twirl.
You've looked dashing.
Thanks.
Welcome. I'm glad. Oh, you've done it?
I-
Oh, you, child of the blossom. You do not look happy.
I am no child of the blossom.
Grandmother, she's struggling. I think she feels like she might have lost a path.
Of course she lost path. She walked away from her family. That is what happens. Turn your back on those that taught you. You feel lost. What does this have to do with Baba?
Well, you're wise and old and know many things. I'm hoping maybe you could help. Maybe help her find a new path, or talk to her at least. If Harmony, you're willing to.
I'll talk to her. Yes. If you'll have me.
I will talk. Paths are funny things. You search to know what is right and what is wrong. Or do you feel like you know all these things, child?
I think I used to think I knew things. I used to think I knew me. And then when I was tested, I failed in the worst way someone could. But that's not the worst part. I think if I was in that situation again, I'd make the same choice.
I see. Well, it is not not the greatest situation you find yourself in, child. So, I tell you, you may figure yourself out. But what path do you wish to walk on? For being true to yourself is the only thing that keeps one from being blown about in this world.
I think I just want to go my own way. I've been pulled, and I used to think I was up for the task. I was trained for it, and I don't know. I don't want this. I don't want everyone. I mean, I think being related to my grandmother is a wonderful thing, but at the same time, it carries with it a certain obligation. And I'm not her.
Yeah. Oh, I find you disgusting, but you have helped this place. So I will tell you. She takes some chicken bones and throws them on the ground. You are the last. And you may think you were the last. Therefore, you want to change your destiny, to go your own way. In that castle is a blossom blade. In it, it's steel. They wrote their stories. Take it. And you must go to a forge. Melt it down, destroy what is left of them. Then the hold on you will be broken. And you, from its destruction, and all it has ever meant, you will be able to channel and reshape everything about yourself as you please.
Thank you.
Thank you, grandmother.
One second. Yes. You must go to the slopes of Kravad. There's a cavern of onyx, where uncooling lava is at the heart of a black stone grotto. It is watched over by guardians. It is called the Cinderest Sanctum. There that blade can be undone, and your wish can be fulfilled. Be careful. Harmony. Paths are easily strayed from if you choose you. And you walk away from you. Your existence will not be pleasant.
Harmony doesn't respond. She kind of turns away and she heads to the castle.
I look to Baba and go, I'll see you in a year on the date we have set where we can trade bodies. You can get your new one, and I'll take Talbin. And then she runs out the door. Thank you for all the help.
Make sure you bring what I need.
Exactly, I will. And she'll follow Harmony.
And the camera kind of moves with you. We see her look into a mirror. And we see the true face of Talvin looking out. Sleeping one. You've been so upset over things I have done with your body. Looks like you may get your time. Although they will done with your face and your responsibility. How convenient. I will be absolved of all these things. Well, at least you won't be bored. What do you like to do?
Cry. I miss my cleric.
I miss him too.
All right. Anything while Harmony runs in for the sword?
What's Hope doing right now? Just curious.
That's a good question. She's probably sticking by Dolus, just avoiding all eye contact with everybody.
I don't think Dolus is going to want to say anything now, probably until we finally bed down for the evening, because a lot is happening. You'll kind of just follow Hope's lead if she wants to go see Wyatt after everything that's happened, or just stay behind and see what everybody else does.
Yeah, she'd probably go see Wyatt, see how he's doing. She'll all the nymphs around him. And she'll give him like raise their eyebrow at him.
They're ready to celebrate, darling.
I can see that.
Oh.
How are you doing?
Me, I'm doing good. How are you?
A lot has just happened. Do you need any healing? Are you sure you're fine?
Oh, the nymphs, they took care of things. Anyway, it was the healing happened, girl.
Okay.
Now, your wedding's coming, right? It's coming, right?
Yeah, it's coming. I don't know when. It's just that's all. Like I've had very little to do with the planning. Do you know where Dalen's closet is?
I do. We sail in there together.
Yeah, we can sail there. And also, one more thing. You may have had a run-in with somebody that's part of our team.
Oh, I recognize them.
Please don't kill him.
That time is gone.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, darling. I made my peace, and I lost myself here.
Mhm.
So I lost Dark Toll.
What do you plan on doing next?
Oh, I've already been doing it.
More pirate. Are you gonna create a new Dark Toe?
No,
No?
no. More like where I come from, darling. The seas never end.
Yeah.
They go forever. Islands of endless wonder. Portals to everywhere.
Oh. Is that where you were?
And I'm making a few deals to help the current overseers of Dark Toe. But who needs a pirate island when you've got a pirate plane? I'm glad I could be here, but I think I'll keep to the business there.
I understand.
There's no place for me here anymore. Except at this wedding and when you have children. I mean, I get to be granddaddy.
Children.
That's a conversation. And
That is a
Dolus is like
conversation.
15 feet back, just like, yeah.
All right.
That's a conversation that we have yet to have, and yeah, definitely not the first time children has come up in any of my conversations, but yeah,
Oh, in good time, I'm sure. I'm sure.
yeah.
Um,
You know I'm gonna miss you.
well, no saying goodbye yet.
I know.
Get this, but hey, apparently I'm one spell away of Barrett with you. And of
Yeah.
course, for a time, you two, when you want to, could come aboard a ship, raise them on the seas of Ether.
That might be fun. What do you think, Dolus?
Yeah, I mean, what's the use of only going on one plane when you've got so much out there?
All in good time. All in good
Yeah.
time.
Oh, in good time.
Well,
I'll let you get back to your partying, Dad.
well, making sure everything's hold up here, and yeah, interesting.
Do you need help getting back to the Prime, or
Oh, I might as well stick with all of you. Get it wet, and my ships will meet us wherever you want. They've already made their way and have been, what? Oh. Apparently, the sovereigns of Dark Toll want an invitation to your wedding.
The sovereign. How do they know I'm getting married?
Oh, I told them.
They know who I am?
No. Well, they might. I don't know. I just said that I was coming back from my daughter's wedding. And they said that they'd like to come.
I thought. Why are you telling people now that you have a child?
Because if I came back, it was going to get around. And I wanted my enemies, those without my enemies, not to spoil your wedding. I wanted them to know it's the only reason I was here.
Okay.
Not everyone, I'm sure, is happy with the new way, and they would see me possibly as a way to go back to those old times, which I have no desire to do.
Mhm.
So I wanted to make it clear to them. Else, a navy could have come to Dalen's closet.
Ugh. You know what? That was a good call. I'm not mad about that. Yeah. All right, we'll send them an invitation.
I'll let them know that it will come in due time. They may want to go with us there and meet us at sea. Sounds like from the of it. But hey, it'll
I
be
think-
a big voyage.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be heading out from Roshana.
One more thing. Couldn't help but notice your winged friend there looks different. What happened?
Levistus.
His eyes go wide. I was thought that.
Yeah.
Looks like her handiwork.
Yeah. But yeah, it's took care of the worst of our problems, so I guess.
Don't turn your back on her now. She can't be trusted anymore. You know that, right, Hope?
What do you mean?
Said she dealt with Levistus.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
I kept that being away from you for your whole life. Now her servant is next to you. But you ain't my little girl. Well, you're my little girl, you just ain't a child. So, just be careful, you hear?
I will, and she'll give him a kiss on the cheek. I'll see you around, Dad.
Just remember, if there's anything you want to know, you might have to ask me. Just walk away.
And she'll go back and join Dolus.
All right. So is it just Harmony going back in there, or did Nailumia chase?
I followed. Yeah, I followed her. What are you doing? You going looking for that sword?
Yeah. It shouldn't be hard to find.
Okay, I'll help you.
Good.
What do you think of my new outfit? Or look, I guess it's not even an
Oh.
outfit. It's a whole new me.
Forgive me, I barely noticed. But I think it looks really nice.
Thank you. Everyone else made a big deal about when they saw me. Glad that you didn't really notice that I changed.
Well, I think everyone else was probably just... Well, they've all known you longer, so... I guess it was an adjustment for them. I'm sure they didn't mean anything by it, and also I've known you in various forms. There was the snow version of you, and the version of you that introduced me to indentured friends, and now this version of you, and I've enjoyed meeting the other two, so I figure I'll enjoy meeting you too.
You'll have to come check out my new spot. I got some cool pillows in there.
A new spot.
Yeah. She holds up her lamp to you and like shows you inside, and you can see like there's a stuffed pillow of Wyatt, a stuffed pillow of a silver dragon, like
Oh.
body-sized pillows. See, it's my hangout home.
That's kind of comforting. Having a
Wait,
place to go.
yeah. Here, you want to check it out with me right now? While Beaker goes and takes us in there.
Oh, I don't mind.
Okay.
I wanted to find that sword, and maybe when we find it.
Okay, then we can do. Yeah, let's do that.
And Harmony will look for a sword that looks familiar.
Walking in, you look all over, and the last place to search is a large mausoleum that has a stone sarcophagus etched with a scene of horrified humans that sits at the center.
Oh, I kind of walk up to it, and I touch it.
Old.
I try to push it.
And you, with some effort, you can open it up. You see it filled with bones.
Maybe this is the right place. And I take out the blade that I have, and I see if it reacts to this area.
Pink blossoms grew out of the hilt. If you search through, you finally come to a box that is carved out of wood and depicts blossoms, beautiful calligraphy, saying the blossom blades.
This is it.
It's painted.
I look for, see if there's like a latch or
Watch, yeah.
I try to open it.
Open it up, and you see a beautiful steel quill in ink.
Huh. Oh, right. The writing. I heard about this. What was it they said? They said not merely a weapon, but a brushstroke. Maybe this is the brushstroke. And I kind of pick up the quill. And as
Here.
someone that's proficient in calligrapher supplies,
Yeah.
do I notice anything?
You can see right away that even as you can look and you move the ink, it seems is made to never be unfulfilled. And I would say, yeah, you could do. It seems perfect for drawing and those types of things.
What do you think, Nylumia?
I could try identifying it.
Okay.
And then she grabs it She concentrates really hard, and nothing happens. She tries again. She concentrates really hard and speaks the words, and nothing happens. And then she gets really sad and hands it back to you. And goes, "Never mind.
What is it?
I don't know.
You
I
can
don't-
tell me. I can take it.
You messing with me? I don't know.
No, are you messing with me?
No, I don't have that magic anymore.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I thought I might, but I don't.
It's okay. I'm sure this happens to all wizards.
I'm not a wizard anymore.
Well, you're still you still have magic. You're still you.
Yeah, I still have magic, right? Yeah, let's try this.
There's something I haven't told you.
What?
I can cast Identify. It seems like a bad time to bring it up, and I'm so sorry.
Well, how about we... Okay, and here, take my hand. I can
Okay.
at least... And then she's going to take us and do the bottle wrist bite. And we're going into Lamp, where you can cast Identify for 10 minutes, as I use my now familiar Beaker and go, "Beaker, bring us back to the group."
And what do they see carrying this lamp?
Well, they see the coffee dragon.
Oh, the coffee jug. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I had to keep them. And I do have the Pact of the Voice. You guys see the lamp come back with the dragon, and you hear Nylumia's voice going, "Hi, we're back."
Do you have the coffee dragon stat block?
Yep.
Perfect.
Naomi, are you a druid now?
No, I'm a dragon.
Are you a lamp?
I'm a dragon.
You're huh?
What?
Huh?
What's he talking
No,
about?
I'm just kidding. I'm in the lamp. But I'm talking from the dragon. So I guess I am the dragon? Maybe, I don't know.
Man, Lumia, I have more
flashbacks.
headaches than you can. Oh my god. My life is a constant headache. What's up? Is this your new thing? That you can talk to a dragon while in a lamp?
Me and
Okay.
Harmony are going to hang out in here and identify something, so we'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Do we want to head back to the tree?
I'll look at everyone. Do we want to head back to the tree, or do we want to, I guess, hang out here? I mean, we eventually have to go back to the tree anyway, right?
Now, Lumia, what if this isn't the sword?
What?
What if this isn't the sword?
It's ink and quill. What do you mean it's not the sword? Why don't you learn about it and find out?
Well, I am.
Then don't worry till after you learn. That's what I've learned to do. Obviously.
Okay. Casting an Identify. This is the Blossom Blade.
It's definitely the Blossom Blade.
It functions in this form as Nozer's Marvelous Pigments. Which means you could use this calligraphy to draw something and it will come into existence. Ultimately, in the specifics I've read on D&D Beyond. As an action, you can, once attuned, you can make it change its form into a katana. And it would function the same as a Mace of Disruption. In addition, when it comes to history checks, having to do with the Blossom Blade and its stories. You can write them out or hear them from the blade, as if your modifier was plus 15 for that particular, for Blossom Blade. And if the bearer swears an oath to the Blossom Blade and dedicates himself to their teachings, then you're able to use the calligraphy function to write out your desire. A desire of peace and something that is consistent with the Edicts of the Blossom Blade, and it would function as channeled as a divine intervention.
Is that what you're hoping to find, Harmony?
I don't know how. Well, okay. So Baba Yaga said I need to take this to a forge and have it melted down.
Well,
I wasn't expecting a
I
quill.
think she said that as that's one path. If you wanted to leave the path you're on and create your own path. But if you still want the path you're on in a different way, maybe this is it. I don't know much about your whole paths and everything. So. But I believe I heard of that place, that Cinderella Sanctum. It's in Wildmount.
Then I can't be tempted, you know? I have to.
What do you mean tempted?
I already swore to the teachings, and I couldn't do it.
Did you ever think maybe it's because those just weren't the right teachings inside?
Yes.
Maybe you have to come to that conclusion for yourself?
Exactly. That's
Do
what
you-
I'm saying.
Feel a connection to this?
To this,
Yes, to these.
they matter to me, but not because they're mine. This was hers.
So do you want us to find the sanctum with you? And help you create that new way?
I think that's my only path. Or rather, I think that's my true path. I'm going to put this quill away until I find a place. To melt it.
Okay. By the way, that Wyatt pillow buddy is yours. Don't tell Hope.
It's really thoughtful.
You're
But
welcome.
he didn't even look at me.
Well, I think it's because you tried a little hard.
I know.
Maybe if you play a little, hard to get, he might look at you.
You think I should play hard to get?
Yes.
What should I do?
You know, like, if he tries to talk to you, just blow him off. Make it seem like he's not that big of a deal.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. And that will make him like me.
Yeah, I mean, unless he's one of the, because he didn't really seem like he was one of those guys that really heavy plays into the ego thing, like Karaketh was. I mean, that's kind of how I got him. I was just really buttered him up.
Okay. Yeah. If he says hello, I'll just brush him off.
Exactly. Then he'll see you as something he can't have and wants, and then he'll try harder.
I'm glad you're here to give me advice. No one's ever given me advice like this before.
Thanks. I'm glad that you're here too, because now I get to talk to you about these things.
By the way, when we're having this conversation, is your dragon repeating everything we're saying?
No, I trained it not to, because that would be
Okay.
very awkward. But we can hear what they say outside, so shh.
Oh.
Shiny, are we heading back to the tree?
And he might still be. Oh, good in the back.
Yeah. Shiny, I think I need to check on our troops first. And just make sure everybody's okay and help anybody that we can. And then we can go back to the tree.
Okay.
And so Shiny will sort of go down to, like, I guess, take stock of our losses and help anybody he can.
Yeah. See, going through. Ultimately, between your magic that rescued so many of the Fae, no injuries were sustained. Sorry, well, no casualties. There were some injured, and nymphs and different creatures are running around trying to take care of everything. And Wyatt actually makes sure he joins you by your side, and there is a little bit of a following by him, but they back off once he gets next to you.
Seems like you've got a fan group.
How you doing?
Well, I'm really glad that nobody died.
Yeah.
And I feel, I don't know, feel both really bad about what I did, but also really happy.
Sounds like the weight of a crown.
It's more of a ball, but yeah.
Indeed. Well, as long as I'm here, I'm willing to help you. So, you just let me know.
I appreciate it, Mr. Wyatt. I'm glad you're okay. Hope would have been very distraught if anything happened to you.
Yeah, glad I made an opening for you. Oh, and a few tricks from my new home up my sleeves. I'm going to tree. Yeah, I think at this point, well, what do you want to prepare to do? This place for now, a large amount of it seems fairly purified of the darkness. There's
So
a few things that need to be cultured, and I mean, there's work to do. But
yeah, so we've essentially separated the planes, but we haven't put up the walls between them. Is where we're at. Is that a good way to describe it?
You have cleansed. Ultimately, what you're finding to be using distance in the Feywild is a little weird, but something like a 50-mile radius.
Ah, got it.
The dark domain that had taken up the space here is totally separated.
Got
Once
it.
the pillars
So it's like
up, it could be the
border.
walls will be reestablished. It would then be a matter of figuring out what either conquering or moving forward. So I would say things like get a foothold, which was sort of the objective here.
Yeah.
You had stated you've essentially done that.
Mission
It's not
accomplished.
It's not a victory of the Feywild, but is a foothold that you wanted.
Great. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. I think Lady Arundel should be able to make sure everybody else gets back and sets up a guard here at the castle to make sure, no shadows and ghosts, monsters take up residence. And then we can go back to the tree.
Sounds like a good idea.
And so he'll just make arrangements with Lady Arundel to do that, and then he'll go with the group to the tree.
Baba's doing some of her stuff, getting things made. She already seems to be building a new house. The lady nods to you, and goes, "Right, I will make the preparations as you command." Remember, many of these soldiers still need their families. They're trained not to bring it up.
Well, maybe we can do like a reservist guard. 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
That's not what I mean. You made them betray. So you didn't make them do anything, but they've betrayed the Empire for you. Their families are still there.
What whispers to Shiny? We still need to get the families out of the Empire.
Yeah, we need to set up a gate. We have a plan, Lady Arundel. We're going to create a semi-permanent portal, and in different places in the Empire, so that anybody who needs refuge can come.
The Empire?
Well,
You mean-
in material plane.
Material plane. Mm-hmm. I guess if you can convince King Dwendal to do that.
Well, he won't have a choice, because if there are Fae who want to come home, we will make sure that they get home.
Just kind of looks gravely at you. What the King Dwendal is willing to do might surprise you.
Well, can't be that bad.
Dwendal,
An army of wizards or something? Jeez.
if only. There is that. And I've seen people executed for not much.
Well, you have my word that we will be doing everything in our power to bring everybody home that wants to come home. And whether I have to talk to Dwendal himself, whether we have to set up a trade agreement for safe passage for them, or whether we have to be sneaky about it. We'll get them home.
Okay. All right. So what's next?
Is the plan to return home tomorrow, or we could just spend some time in the Feywild just to make sure things are running smooth, or if there's any extras? Because I feel like we're spending a lot of time here, and the whole time dilation between home and here is going to mess with us.
Oh. Right. Shiny's gonna like close his eyes and see if he has any different sense or control over like that flow of time thing.
So, indeed. What you would be able to do is essentially by establishing this, you are able to get control over an aspect of Fae. You may choose that to be the time dilation.
Wait, what are my other options here, though?
Yeah. Your other, you could have that. You could essentially have terraforming. You'd be able to transform things to your desire here. And the other option ultimately would be while you are at the Feywild, you would essentially all your spell slots would be cast at 9th level.
Oof. Okay, well,
Choices.
I'm gonna need a minute. So Shiny trying to see if he can
I will say this is like a first step into who you are.
Oh, okay.
So this isn't like you get one that
I'm leveling up.
Yeah. So there's this first thing, and reminder, I mean, there are a lot. Yeah. So it just really depends
On how the story goes.
Yeah. Now, big thing with the time dilation, that means you could make days into seconds or minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
So-
I think I'd go with the time dilation as a first step then.
Okay. Because it's funny because one does have a very mechanical thing, but like that time stuff is also very powerful. Like, I just wanted to say how powerful that actually is. It's quite powerful.
No, yeah, I mean that's definitely like I was thinking like in terms of party mechanics, I feel like that's the most useful. But like story wise, if he's trying to rebuild the Feywild, the terraforming thing is super. Well, the spell slot thing is really useful, but that's limited in terms of me being on the Feywild. But it's still really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, all good. So you're going with the time dilation?
Yes,
Okay.
but he's not going to say anything about it right now. So he's going to just look at Dolus and say, "Yeah, I mean, we came here to establish a foothold. We have the tree, we have the castle, and we can use both places. And we've pushed back the darkness and pretty far out. I think we've done everything we set out to do here. I think the only last step is to, if we can, I don't know, create some kind of gate as a starting point so people can start coming here. But if not, if that's not something we can do right now, then we've done everything that we can do for now."
Pretty much. I think at least two of us can start gating people through. It's just a matter of I don't know. It's a long process. It's just we have to plan out a little more if we're gonna start doing that mass exodus plan that we were talking about.
Oh, we have to get that book, don't we, to figure out how to do a permanent portal.
Mm.
Yeah.
The book that somebody gave away.
If
Who did?
I don't know. No names.
No names.
This is Book Giver Anonymous. But I do think. Sorry, Hope. Go ahead.
I do have information about some of the families. If I could get some rest, I could contact some of these people in the morning on getting them together and making a gate for them.
Is your gate one way or is it two way?
It's one way.
Oh, okay. I'll say maybe they could just jump in as soon as we jump out.
Nylumia, do you still have your stuff, like components with you, or is that all gone as well?
Anything she doesn't currently have the spell for would have been taken from her that she had on her. Things she had like stored in the demi-plane, not so much.
Gotcha.
What you
Well,
looking for?
I was looking to, I could probably get a plane shift going.
Oh, I have my staff still for that, so yeah,
Gotcha.
I still have those stuff.
Okay. As long as we have a way back, that's all I was worried about.
Yeah, I can
And
get back.
I could get 5 of us back.
Hmm.
And even Shiny can get some of us back. 5 of us back. But if we want to get
Well, I can only take us back to the house.
Yeah, that's the only place I can take us back to, but we can still get back to the material plane, no problem. But if we want to get started on getting at least some of the families here, we can do that tomorrow
So
or the next few
families though
days.
are in the Empire.
Mhm.
We just have the soldiers. Like that's the whole army we have.
Yeah.
All their
we're-
families are in the Empire, and we have to go try to figure where they're at.
Well, that's why I say I have names. I took a list of names.
Okay.
And I can contact them to figure out where they are. And if we can get multiple families together in one house or one location, we can get more people through.
It's a start.
But I have to sleep first.
All right. I guess we start tomorrow then.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. And I went ahead and put in the time dilation options in loot. Sorry, Shiny, put the time dilation options in loot for you.
Oh yeah.
And let's go ahead and take our break.
All right. All right. we have a foothold now. Yes. And I mean, like, really nothing. You really haven't really missed anything except that Harmony has her little. Yeah, I mean, oh.
me. Everybody going, and so is everybody gathered then for? It sounds like a long rest.
I think so, yeah.
Anybody not? So, all right. Any conversations you all need to have with each other or in the group?
I guess Hope will ask Dolus if he's mad at her.
I think there's there's a beat where we're like, it's like the end of the day, and if we get back to the tree, Dolus will probably spend a lot of time in the library first before heading back to wherever we're sleeping in here. And it's getting very quiet. And if like Hope is like actively like just like looking in his direction, waiting for something, he'll stop what he's doing and regard her just like, so that happened today.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I thought it was the only way.
It just threw me for a loop. You keep going. Keep going.
Do you know how hard it is to live like this?
This being
A tiefling?
right. I can't say that I don't. I have my worldview is a bit askew, and I can get by with looking like whatever. Is that what that is?
People don't look at me in fear and distrust because I'm a pirate, Dolus. They don't treat me different because I'm a pirate.
Well, if that's the case, I don't see the logic in doubling down on your infernal ties for this.
Let's say Harmony had signed that contract. I don't know what do you, that contract, that mark on her soul wouldn't be shown until her children, possibly her children's children. It doesn't affect it doesn't usually affect people physically when they sign contracts with demons and archdevils and stuff like that. You know, it's funny. I'm already cursed with this, and I guess that brings up the fact that you have made a deal with the devil.
And that's exactly why I didn't want to see any more deals come our way. Because we're always so quick to take a bullet for each other. It's act first, consequences later, and I think we're going to find a consequence we can't live with. I didn't want it to be this. I didn't want whatever signing that contract would have done, not just the party, but oh god, I didn't want that for you. I'd wish we never made a decision like that, if we were never pushed to do that.
What other choice did we have?
We could have done it the long way. We had it right there. He was laying there vulnerable.
I would have dropped Dawn on his ass quicker than anything.
So why didn't we do it?
I think mainly Shiny.
Yeah, for Shiny.
I did it for Shiny. I didn't do it because of Shiny. And I get it. I get where he's coming from, but
I'm not mad at you, Hope. I'm not angry that we had to go through all that and how I almost gambled away everything I've worked for here. My reasons that I am so protective of that is because I want to be protective of you. I would need you to be safe. The last thing I want for you to be stumbling into any more problems that are threatening your life. And I don't think I would like to see a world when you take a step too far and it's irreversible. That's not something I'm willing to live with.
she's going to put her hand on his chest over his heart. I understand. I do. I understand. But at the same time, I'm always going to want to protect you.
And also clasp her hand that's on his chest and just kind of nod. All right.
How about this? whatever happens, we protect each other.
Deal.
Deal.
All right. Anything else?
Mars is gonna go find Nylumia.
You see the lamp?
I'll cast message to Nylumia.
Dragon looks at you. What's up, Mars?
Oh shit! And Nylumia gets the message. Oh shit. Could I come in real quick? Is that a thing I can do?
Hold on. Harmony, would you like to come out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We'll hop out. And then she's going to look at her lamp and go, grow bigger! And cast Magnificent Mansion. And
Huh?
you watch the lamp just grow into a mansion.
Oh. Full Barbie dream house.
Who's Barbie? I'm Nylumia.
It's a medallion thing.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Has the interior changed at all?
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, there's a picture of a devil she didn't want there on her walls now.
Mm.
It's gotten a little more edgy and gothier and darker.
Love what you've done with the place, except for the portrait. Out of respect for what's giving you power now, I guess. I'm not going to prestidigitate a mustache onto that portrait.
Oh, you totally should.
Oh.
Just because he's giving me power doesn't mean I have to like it.
Oh. Okay, then I'll go a step farther. I'll prestidigitate a full-on like handlebar mustache, monocle, and top hat, and just the writing that says "You stinky," just on the portrait. It'll be there for an hour.
I probably should have mentioned that he could ask me to do something as long as it's not killing you. I don't think he will, though. I don't think. We're good.
All right, that's cool.
I should warn people about next time.
Probably.
I'm
just
new to
listen
these
to-
contracts.
Yeah. You have a fun history with contracts. It's
Normally, I used to make them, not
Yeah.
really be the one to sign them so much.
Yeah.
But what's up?
I just wanted to check in, see how you're doing. I know it's only been like a couple hours since the whole encased in ice. I wanted to know if it's all kind of like settled in yet.
No, it hasn't. I mean, there's a lot of new things about me from inside and out, it seems. I still haven't
Yeah.
figured out what all I can do. But honestly, how would you feel about going to the Hells?
Well, since I think I do have to return a shield to a pit fiend.
Yeah, you're.
I probably have
Mars,
to go
can I
there
trust
anyway.
you with something that you can't say back to your brother?
I hope at this point we can trust each other.
I'm worried about the contract I made with him. If Levistus finds out, because of Hope being a part of his lineage and being. I kind of overheard what Wyatt said to her. And if that's the case, if he hid her from her, I don't want him to learn that I could get access to her child. And I think we might have to go to fight the devil. That's kind of been what's really hindering on me since I've woken up like this.
I'll tell you what. This Amulet's been playing musical chairs between me and Dolus, or mostly me. He gave it to me back during the whole Mind Flayer thing, and he'll remove the Amulet of Proof against detection and location that he's worn but hasn't had it tuned for a while. And he'll kind of loop it around Nylumia's horns and over her, and say, I don't know if it'll work against, I don't know, a devil, archduke person thing. But if it does, maybe that's a little less sweat on your brow, or ice forming. I saw he turned into ice. I'm guessing it's an ice thing.
I'm guessing it's an ice thing too. She just kind of puts her hand on your shoulder. Thank you, though, for checking in on me.
Yeah, it's, I know what it's like to have everything you can do just change on a whim and have to grapple with new things.
Can I ask you one more favor?
Yeah.
When Shiny makes his court, will you become a part of it and always be there to help him? Because I don't think I can anymore. And
If
he's
he
gonna
asks
need
me-
somebody.
If he asks me, I'll say yes.
Oh, he's gonna ask you. If he doesn't, I'll turn into a dragon and eat him.
Then yes, I will.
Okay.
Kind of already in my own way, kind of just always keeping an eye on him.
Good. Thank you. How are you doing?
I am tired. Very tired. Feels like everything that we haven't really had a break since the Mind Flayers. I know we had a year off, but you know,
It was a busy
started a
year.
new job.
Yeah.
It was a very busy year. I really hope that the wedding feels more like a vacation than a working vacation.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. might edit some things now.
I mean, I'm sure your contract with Dolus about and hope about the wedding being a Dalen's closet. If your power and everything went to Shiny, then I'm sure the contract binds. He's just now the person who holds the contract.
Oh, I was just talking about making a little more interesting about decorations.
Oh. It's not really my forte, but if you want helping hands with any of that.
Yes, I do actually need helping hands. You're stealthy. I need
Yes,
you
I
to
am.
find out stuff about Hope that she likes. I know she likes drinking. I know her favorite colors, and she's a healer. But I need to find secret stuff about her that I can add to
Secret
this.
stuff.
Yes, so I can add to this to make her not realize I knew. We have to surprise her. It's her wedding.
Yeah.
You
I'm
can also
thinking
read
it's
people's
not a-
minds, can't you?
Yeah. Let me double check the save on a thing.
If you just ask
Um,
questions.
could ask her questions. I could specifically bring up like surface thoughts, like make her think about it, so I don't have to delve that deep.
Exactly. See?
Yeah.
You're my perfect guy for this, Mars.
If only I had these powers when I was actually a spy.
You might have not lost your job.
I probably still would have.
Yeah, good point. You probably would
Gwendolyn
have ran away
Schreiber,
something. You'd have found something more intriguing.
Oh yeah. It was all very scary, but also very interesting stuff. You have no idea. I feel like I mentioned this to you. You have no idea how many people I've replaced for periods of time. I use the word bonkers, I feel a bit, but it's bonkers how many people I've replaced. Like, personally.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I have to get an 8-hour sleep now. So that's going to be interesting.
Welcome to the club.
Man, I have to dream again.
Hey, at least it's probably not gonna be Mind Flayer nightmares.
What happens if he's in my dreams? That doesn't happen, right? Like, I've never really had a patron. That was kind of always my own thing. Like, they don't just, show up in your dreams, right?
I haven't either.
Maybe
that is a-
Hope would know, because no, 'cause she's a cleric. Does
Yeah, that's
God
weird.
show up in dreams? Maybe I'll ask her and Shiny.
Yeah. They're the closest we have to this.
Where's everybody staying? Are they sleeping in the tree tonight?
I think everyone else is in the tree tonight. Unless you... I mean, if you want them to come into the tower. Beautiful decor now. But it's up to you. It's your mansion, it's your home. I still have a shrinking cottage on my back.
I'll try to. She goes to do a sending or a message spell, and she just puts her hands down and goes, "I, if you see them, you can tell them they can come here."
Marshall places his hand on Elumia's shoulder and say, "Who do you want me to call first?"
Any of them is fine.
Hey, Dolus. If you guys want to sleep in the tower mansion thing tonight, doors open. Message from Nylumia.
Okay. It's really late. Go to bed.
And then I will... Where's the thing for sorcery points? There it is. He'll spend all 5 sorcery points to buy back another 3rd level spell and cast Sending to Shiny and say, "Hey, probably asleep or whatever. Nylumia's mansion is open. If you want to crash in here, message from Nylumia."
Thanks. I'm not sleeping. I'm whatevering. And I think I'm gonna stay here.
I can only do that max 3 times a day, and I didn't have enough to buy a 3rd one. I think Hope and Dolus are gonna crash out in the tree. So is Shiny.
Okay. Well, good night, Mars.
Good night. Well, I forgot what the room situation has. The room situation kind of moved around in here.
It
Or is it
shouldn't have.
Okay.
It should be in the same location. But if there's a little picture next to every bed, it's not my fault.
I'll just put it face down.
Probably the best.
Yeah. I'll crash in here in my room, but you'll know where I'll be.
Okay.
and I'll go to my bed in the mansion and go to sleep.
Very cool.
How does Shiny feel?
I think as you try to just figure out what's different, you feel out, it's as though the creatures here all mix together to form like a static that's just in your head. And right now, it gives the feeling of relief and hope. That's the biggest thing, that's just though there's this background noise or even radiation that you can hear or feel that gives us this impression.
So Shiny's catching the vibe.
Yeah.
He will send a sending to Lars. He's, hey Lars, hope your travel's going well. We're in the Feywild. We did it. Well, the first step. Anyway, thought you should know. Everybody else that I would talk to is already here, and they saw it. So.
Good. That's good. I'm glad you're all doing your thing. We been doing our routes. Congratulations on being a king.
And he'll just perch up in the tree, the very tippy top tree branches, and just spend the 4 hours meditating and then otherwise just watching the borders that he just created between the light and the dark.
All right, then anything else?
Harmony would have. Is there a So this is like a town connected to the tree?
No, you're just in a tree.
It's just a tree. It's not a town.
Right.
Okay. There's nothing here that passes as like a forge or anything, right?
No, there wouldn't be.
Cool. All right. And nothing for me.
Okay. In that case, y'all wake up. Make your way to the main room. The tents outside. There's a general. They partied into the night, and people waking up already. The leader is the one that Shine put in charge. Avendra has been going and putting people into duties, into what to do, kind of assuming Shining all of you off to bigger things or in the meantime, organizing and getting things rebuilt. Some people are speaking to the ground. Others have brought animals to seemingly summoning them out of thin air to build things. What would you like to do?
Mars is gonna go up to Shiny and say, "Hey, do you want your cloak back?"
It looks good on you, Mars.
Thanks. Do you want it
He's
back?
wearing the ring that you gave him around his neck, like around his neck.
Well, ring necklace looks good on you too. So it's a really nice ring too. Look, do you want it back at some point, or?
I don't think. I kind of feel, you know, when you eat a lot of pastries and you just can't fit any more pastries. It's kind of how I feel about having all these magic items. Because I got like, I'm like right now I'm rocking 3 different, Feywild legendary items, and I can't really. I think if I tried to put on the cloak, I would throw up magic.
Okay. That is a great analogy. I love that. I'm maybe going to use that in the future if I have to explain that to adventures in the den. But understandable. Thank you. And if you ever want the cloak back, let me know and it's yours again.
No. It's yours, Mars. Do you want your ring back?
I don't think I need it anymore.
Oh. Well, it does really look really good with my outfit, so I'm just going to keep it.
Yeah. Go for it. Do it. Build the whole fit. Love it. And Mars will just awkwardly walk away.
Shiny,
Yes.
how much shenanigans are we planning on getting into today?
I don't know.
You
I
don't
think
know.
we said we were going to just go back, right? And potentially. Oh, you were going to send to the families and tell them to meet somewhere where they can portal here, right?
Yeah, I was going to try and contact some families in different parts of the Empire.
Could Shiny
see.
have, before he went to bed, told... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Could Shiny, before he went to bed, have told the captain of the guard to, like, go amongst the soldiers and find, like, whose families are most at risk so we can, like, create a prioritized list?
I think you'd have gotten it's pretty even. There's ones here, then there's the ones you left behind in Jorhas. And
Who did we leave behind in your house?
the majority of the troops.
Yeah, we only got a very small portion of the Praetorians.
Of the Praetorian force, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were in the woods with Pretty.
Yeah, but their
they also came
families
from the Empire.
their families are still at the Empire.
Oh.
So the information you've gotten is that what you know now, because you guys had done a little bit of research while there, is that everyone in here has been named traitor,
Hmm.
including those of the Praetorians. As part of that, anything they owned would have been considered property of the state back, including anything they were renting. Likely, all their families would have been thrown out into the street.
Yeah.
And various nastiness. In order for them to make it.
Is there like, do we have anybody who's like do we have any like networks? Do you guys have any networks back there to like, I don't know, get the word out that everybody, all these people should like meet somewhere, get to the Zhor house maybe, or something? Or the house of Nicodranus, that's been like a halfway house, right?
At most, I could probably talk to a family or two back in Rexentrum with the just deal with nobility, see if I can get an audience and start a dialogue with this. I don't know. I gotta work my magic and my people skills to really get there. But it's a start.
Let's start with the people's families here.
Yes.
We can try and get them. We can get as many as we can through a portal here.
That's a good one. I did also prepare sending and gate today, so we can probably get a lot of families here.
And
If we can get them together.
I can take 6 of us, including myself, back home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's all of us. Oh no, Marlboro. So we would just need to save one of those gates, or a planar ship, or whatever you guys have.
I could get half and you could get half.
I can plane shift us all.
And there's that too.
Well, there we go.
Let me start these sendings.
Mhm.
And I'll use as many as spell slots as I need, except for like
Hold on.
I'm gonna be drained after
Who's been
this.
in the Empire? Dolus, you have, right? You and Mars.
Say again?
You guys been in the Empire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Dolus, you would know where to place a gate. So
We
When-
would.
you would know the best place to place one. So you should talk to Harm with Hope about letting them know that place would be the place to head to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
keep in mind, I believe it was about 15,000 people you're trying to move.
Mhm.
You mean they all can't run in 3 seconds?
It's a minute, and so we said we could get about 200, 300 people through a gate at one time.
That's a
Yeah.
lot. Of,
And then just from logistics things too, as you go to do about this, you'd have to consider that many people gathering in a spot.
Yeah,
right.
In the Empire who are watched. Like, just there's things you're going to have to.
I could technically do 2 gates today. And we could try different locations so we're not gathering more people than necessary in one area.
part of me is thinking this. We can definitely do all of these now. I don't know if our success is gonna be that too great if we rush this.
Yeah.
Why don't we set up 2 different spots so we have half go through one gate, half go through another?
Also,
Yeah.
you would remember this. At least Mars, you were part of this. I know. When you've
Yeah.
teleported there before, you set like magic like that set off alarms.
Yes. So like teleporting into or I guess out of Rexentrum. So we wouldn't be able to like bring them out directly from Rexentrum. We'd have to get them out of there and elsewhere to set up the gates.
Would it
Again-
be easier if we go to the material plane, get them all at a location outside of the Empire, and then come back to the Feywild to do the gates?
It would, and if I can if I use my position of privilege feature, I could talk to some people, and that'll make doing this a lot more easier. We get some backing.
I mean, is that like Mars? Don't you? You're like the spy master now. Don't you have like contacts that you can spread the words so that all these people, like, we can identify, we can find these people, they can meet us at a certain place, like spread the word, like, oh, go here, and like you'll find a way out.
If I did, it probably would take a long time, or at least a considerable amount of time. And I don't have many contacts in the Empire anymore. Like, that wouldn't kill me. But I had a thought of setting up just 2, like, I guess rendezvous locations in the Empire, so we could get half a group to one, other half to another, and do the gates there, so we can get each half in through each gate. So we're not just like cramming people into one spot.
See, I'm worried about that though. If we do something like that and 2 gates appear and all of a sudden 600 people go missing out of town, what's going to happen to the rest of the people that we can't get?
I think we need to do this in small
I-
batches. Get people out in small batches out of the Empire, and then
Well, we can tell them to go to Singborn.
I think, Dolus, you should contact people, maybe work with them on maybe setting up a way to bring people out, even if we have to pay them.
Yeah. I think
Just like-
one you might want to start with something that you're actually going to do, whether it's Dolus talking,
Mm-hmm.
or getting a meeting between this person and all of you, just so you can begin to get information, because you're doing a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of things you don't know. You're guessing on a lot of things.
And you
So
have the
probably
best
want to get the how are you going to make your first contact to start to get information.
Yeah, I think that's smart. There's a lot of what have yous, all that stuff. We need to get this logistically officially going. Learn more about what the situation is really.
Mhm.
contact who you trust and learn about what they've done with the people.
Cool. So Matt, with being a noble in those parts of the Empire, does anybody come to mind that could be of any assistance in this? Do I have if I hang around with a lot of people to get a feel for it?
Yeah, I would say there is the noble family of Van Hasten. They generally have been known, as you knew from some of their contacts while you did things there, as the ones that seem to do the most charity and trying to help out those who are down on their luck. Basically end up running a lot of the more social services of the Empire, except there are no social services, so they basically run it from their own noble funds. But they were known to say that it's from the Empire,
Mm-hmm.
is to not be traitors and such things. So they seem to be typically the ones who are most sympathetic to the plight of those who find themselves on the wrong end of the ire.
Yeah. Okay. I think Dolus will pop a sending over to the head of the house of Van Hasten. It'll go the lines of, "My lord / lady, Dolus Gestalten here. It's been a minute. I come across something that I think you might want to hear. I can pop over to Rexingem pretty soon. Do you have time for a meeting?
A meeting. Certainly. For another noble? You have been gone quite a while. Let us meet. In the Dark Dagger. Now, Dolus, you would know the Dark Dagger. You know, there isn't a place with that on its doorstep. Is a series of symbols, usually within Thieves' Cant, and a place that moves within there. And you would follow. Normally, one would follow the symbols to where the current location is.
Okay. Good thing your
Within
boy knows
Rexingem.
this land.
So you, I mean, being there, you both, you and Mars would know this history.
All right. I'll pop another sending, and I'll just say the Dark Dagger. Okay, that should be easy enough to find. Time is kind of crazy right now, but don't worry. We'll be there soon. Auf Wiedersehen. I'll fill in the group, look at Mars, and be like, "We're going to the Dark Dagger. I don't think we've been there yet."
You haven't.
Oh,
Or, I've been to one once. It moves.
Where was it?
I think the one I went to was behind a butcher in the Mudtop Ward.
Oh, well, I wasn't missing much then. All right.
Yeah. Well, it moves. It moves.
Right. Well, maybe it'll be better this time.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's progress. Just need to go and have a meeting.
When?
I gave the impression that we were going to go there pretty soon.
All right. I guess we need to head back to the material plane so we can get there soonish.
when do we want to get there?
Plane shift takes 8 people, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah, and we've got because Wyatt's coming with us.
And Marlboro.
Yep.
Yep, Wyatt and Marlboro. Yeah, my dad's tagging along, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Is it total 8? Or is it 8 including Caster?
You and up to 8 willing creatures. So
Okay.
technically 9.
Sick.
Where is my dad? He's not with the nymphs still, is he?
I didn't look outside yet.
I'll cast a sending to Wyatt. Dad, I think we're leaving.
Sorry, what did you say?
I was casting sending to Wyatt.
Right, I just didn't hear what the message.
Oh, Dad, I think we're leaving. Where are you? You frolicking with them nymphs?
No, I have frolicked enough.
Mm-hmm.
No. It is plural after all. All right. All right. As soon as I extricate myself from these lovely ladies, I'll be right there.
He is extricating himself. He'll be here in a minute or so.
You get stuck in something?
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
Yep.
Hope, your
Right.
passive is really high. You see, when you say he's on his way, Mars still looks very nervous.
Oh, Mars.
No, wait.
Mars.
Shh. Maybe, I want to use this later. Shh.
Okay. All right. What do you say?
Well, while we wait for him, there is something I've been meaning to talk to you all about.
Hmm.
I feel a little weird about carrying the rainbow ball around, especially if we're going to the material realm. And I kind of feel like maybe, like, I mean, honestly, a court is supposed to like be advisory people and to help you make, make good decisions, and like you guys are already doing that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh, do you guys want to be part of the new Feywild court?
Mars just kind of like turns and just looks at Nylumia and just kind of nods and. You know it.
Hope is looking at Dolus.
Roll an insight check on Dolus.
Oh shit. I have good insight, but I always roll like shit.
Then I should be fine then.
Shiny, you already have my answer.
Yeah, a 14. I rolled a 3.
His eyebrow does a little nudge at the words court, and it looks like he's entertaining the idea.
How much of the Levista? Ow! Sorry, my dog just nut punched me.
Are you okay?
You're right.
Aww.
Little dude.
Hey, little guy.
So she how much of the Levista stuff did I forget how much she shared with us yesterday.
Hope?
Yeah.
Well, she shared pretty much everything she knew. Levistus is lord over. I say it differently than Matt does it. Stygia, yeah. And which is, and he mainly makes deals with people who are desperate or in fear of death. Usually people who are on death row. Is when he'll show up to make deals with them.
And like Hope, you seemed to be really concerned about Levistus and like whether he's still involved with your family, and if you and Dolus are part of the court, especially Dolus, if you guys have any future children, they'll be part of the court too, and technically maybe off limits to Levistus, or at least there will be a competing claim.
They'll also look at Hope and be like, it's not like, I mean, kids are still not a thing right now, right?
I am not pregnant, people.
That's what I thought.
Detect
No, I
thoughts.
thought Dolus was.
Detect thoughts. Like, why does everybody think I'm fucking pregnant? I'm not fucking pregnant.
I said it's a joke.
Progeny aside, I think it's great that we're given this opportunity. I'm not going to say no to advancement in court or in just life stuff, as long as it doesn't keep me away from other things I'd like to get to. I mean, this is like a 24/7 thing where I have to stay in the Feywild to do this job. What are the stipulations for it?
To be determined.
Because
I don't think we have to stay forever or all the time. Like it's not going to be like a work from home situation, but like you're not going to be stuck forever all the time there.
Okay, so
Okay,
here's the
cool.
thing, Shiny. From what I understand, you need to make rules for the Feywild. And are you saying that one of the rules that people who are of the court, they have chances to go for a certain amount of time and do what
Yeah,
they want to do?
He pulls out a little notebook. That's what I was doing last night. So I was coming up with all different kinds of like rules that I think might actually make sense.
Mhm.
Rule number 1: all who come with peace in their hearts will find sanctuary in the wilds.
Oh.
Rule number 2: the Feywild is home to all of Fey lineage. Number 3: all born in the wilds must offer service for and tend to the realm. None may leave the realm for any period of time that should threaten the ramparts between planes.
Ooh,
That's good. That's
Big
good.
word.
That's good.
I'm genuinely impressed.
That is very good.
There's like no loopholes in this.
I think Dolus.
Those are just the first 3.
You're doing very well.
How many
Dolus,
do you have?
Hope.
you want to say yes? Say yes.
All right.
I'm saying yes, not because she told me to.
Okay, so he's gonna pull out the Snuggle Beast, and he's gonna take the Snuggle Beast, and he's going to make the Snuggle Beast kiss Dolus.
Oh,
I am so glad that collected dust in my backpack and then in Shiny's backpack just to then have it booped on my brother's nose.
It wasn't in my backpack. I sleep with it every night.
Oh. Well, then it was back in your backpack.
All right.
I'm
So,
blushing.
what you to bestow this and to help strengthen the barrier, the pillar here, you do need to bestow upon him a vestment.
Oh,
I do have a vestment actually. I have the Wheel of Stars, don't I? Yeah, is that one of them?
That's
no, the Wheel of Stars is not a vestment. That's a
Oh,
that's
okay.
one of the space thingy, like the timepiece of travel.
okay.
Oh, wow.
Titania's dagger is
Um,
not being used at the moment.
Yeah, but what's a wizard gonna do with a dagger?
What a wizard did with the dagger.
But the wizard,
There was a wizard that was doing it with a dagger before.
Sorry. What I meant to say is, what will Dolus do with a dagger?
hey,
Full cut.
he's killed stuff before with blades. Granted, it was a psychic blade
A
thing.
carrot doesn't count.
I actually okay. We were the
But
first day
anyway,
we were here. I killed
Dolus-
something.
Wouldn't you rather have Oberon's travel ring?
What does that do?
It allows you to it has 3 chart, and you can use it 3 times, and you can use it to upcast any spell 1st, 2nd, or 3rd to 4th level.
Checking. Oh wow. Hmm. In real time, I'm very intrigued. I'm gonna look up Titania's dagger real quick too. While I have it here.
Oh wait, what does Titania's dagger do? Before I give that away, I need to make sure I don't want it.
It does. True sight up to 30 feet allows the caster to cast Bless and Protection from evil and good at the same time, once per day. It acts like a great sword technically, and does 2d6 slashing damage, and does 3d4 radiant damage. So it would be good with Shiny if you actually attacked people.
Yeah, you're not getting that, Dolus. Well, but the blessed thing is something that I do all the time, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to use a spell slot.
And you
That's
get
actually
True
pretty.
Sight.
Yeah. And you get juice sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Put a ring on it.
Not another one.
God, Dolus.
I gotta make up for the one I gave you. You know, it's been an
Wow.
empty.
If you
it's been an
want
empty
that
finger.
one, if you want, I just gave you a fucking ring. No, what? Fine. It's fine.
Okay. Well, he's gonna he's gonna take off the He's gonna take off the ring, and he's gonna get on one knee in front
Oh
of
my
Dolan
God.
and say, "Dolan, would you be a part of my court?"
I do.
Oh, cast Ray of Frost.
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah.
All right, so you got that Oberon's travel ring.
Oberon, got you.
So does that include the whole party or what? I'm
think that's just
confused about
Dolus.
that. No, I meant the offer to be part of the court.
Oh, yes, everybody. And he's gonna stop and look at Nylumia real quick, like, oh, Nylumia, I don't know if you can.
It's okay. I was once part of the court. I technically was the court, and the one that came up with it first. So, it's your job now. Plus, my boss probably wouldn't like it much. I mean, he would probably actually love it if I was part of your court, because he could probably get ways to get intrigued in helping things, but I don't want to risk that, so I'm going to opt out at this time.
Okay. All right, so Hope.
Well, I mean, I guess if I'm gonna be here anyways with Dolus, I might as well. Sure.
All right. What
Can I get the
about-
spelling on that ring, by the way? I'm having a hard time.
Oberon. Oberon.
yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right, then for Hope, how about the Cloak of Howling Winds?
The Cloak of Howling Winds.
Oh, that is a blast, bro. I remember that.
Literally.
What does it do?
I'm gonna just put it in chat. There's
Okay.
a big full of text.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
Oh, look at all that cold stuff.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll take that. It'll go great with my skin color.
Yes. All right. Hope. He's gonna hold it out for you to put it on.
She'll put it on.
Will you, Hope? You know, I don't know your last name.
Marinos.
Will you, Hope Marinos, be a part of the court of the new summer court?
Yes, I will.
There we go. Mars, you're
I
up
swear,
next.
if you stick
You're
that
in
jawbone,
Bubble, though, right?
yeah, I swear, if you stick that jawbone lock back in my rib,
Oh, I think that's the best place for it.
I will develop that wheeze again. Dolus. Pinched on my lung.
I'll make the wheezy again, Dolus.
Mind sliver.
Children.
Well, I don't think you have to put it inside you. I mean, I don't have to put it inside. You don't. You can do whatever you want.
You don't have to take a second.
We're
You can do
children.
whatever you want to Jawbone. So, do you want to be Mars Gestalten? Do you want to be a part of the new summer court?
I already told you had my answer.
Yes. Okay, I must. Yeah, it means yes. All right. So you can keep the Jawbone, I guess. Right, does that-
He'll hand
does
it
that-
back to you, and I don't know if you have to like, bestow it. That's there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you. And then I bestow it back unto you, Mars.
Thank you. I'll put it back in my bag.
Harmony.
I feel like 2 hours ago, Harmony snuck off to try to build a forge out of
Oh.
rocks.
and she's gone. Okay. And then Marlboro will just time. I guess we'll just. He's off with. I guess he's off with Harmony for now. Oh, maybe I should have told you guys all of the rules that I was coming up with before you agreed to them. But okay, we'll deal with that later.
My question wasn't that, but if we're part of the court, what are we assigned duties, regions? Are we like just
Domains.
Is there offices?
You can.
What are the
make
medical
a
benefits?
roll in the Feywild if you want? Like like you can have like your own little area of the Feywild, and like under my like I guess I don't know what you call it, patronage or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like it'll be like governors, I think.
I still like it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, bet. Love it.
It's like we were born for this.
I think Mars
So I have
and
the
Bull should
6
high five
rules
without
so
looking
far.
at each other.
Maybe you guys,
Two voices.
maybe you guys
Right?
Shiny, you go first.
As I say, so I have the 3 rules so far, and maybe you guys can help me come up with other ones if we need them. I was thinking a 12. 12 seemed like a good number. So that's what I was
12
shooting
steps.
for. But
Yeah.
12 steps to success. Love it.
so number 4 is don't kill if you can wound. Don't wound if you can subdue. Don't subdue if you can pacify. And don't choose force at all if you can use words. Number 5 is defenders of the defenseless will always find a friend amongst the summer court. And number 6, to the celestials. This one's okay. I got a little poetic with this one because it was like late at night and I was getting like that sleep drunk thing going on.
Yes.
But to the celestials, divinity and knowledge are power. To the material, force and wealth are power. To the hells, pain and strength are power. But to the fae, imagination and words are power. That's all I got.
So far, so good.
I'm liking these. We need to get these like jotted down. Just so
He
I
does.
can have them. Well, I would like to have them with me at all times.
I want to make a poster of these and just
I
have
feel
them
like
up.
I should like carve them in a tablet and then go on a mountain to announce them. Or something.
2 tablets, 6 each.
Mm.
The 12 commandments.
Are we going back to material plane anytime soon? Just,
Well, we're waiting for your dad.
Oh yeah,
And Harmony. Harmony snuck off.
sending Dad. Are you not done yet? Come on.
You're
Matt,
muted, Matt.
You hear like in stereo, almost like delayed stereo. Like, I was right here. I was just listening to all of you.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, shit.
Hello, hey,
That-
sir.
Took his shirt off, except now there's like bruises and slight bite marks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mars
Wake up.
puts Dolus between himself and Wyatt.
Shiny's gonna look at the bite marks. Did you fall into that bush that has the teeth? Because that'll get you every time.
That's right. That's exactly that. Every time.
Inside check. I hope already knows.
Oh my god, guys.
Yeah, I think Dolus falls into that bush all the time too, so it's fine.
You know, I'm not gonna say anything.
They're
All right.
men are so clumsy. I just you know.
I keep tripping over a pillow princess all the time.
I'm not really interested. Is okay. All right. So, as everyone's looking for Harmony, where is Harmony?
She went off to try to figure out how to make a forge because she couldn't find one, and she doesn't really know what she's doing. And so she's probably just gathering rocks and stacking them on each other, and then taking a rock and kind of smashing it to see if it creates a spark, and just getting really frustrated with it and just trying to make it work, and it's just not working.
I gotta look up Harmony's intelligence score.
Would anyone go to look for Harmony?
I'd cast Ascending to Harmony and say, "Hey, probably gonna leave soon. Wherever you are, if you want to make your way back soon." Shiny also has a question for you.
Okay. On my way.
Before she gets here, Shiny's gonna look at Nylumia and be like, Nylumia, what? She seems kind of. Last time I saw her yesterday, she seemed kind of upset. Do you think now's like, what do you? Should I ask her now?
Well, I know she's kind of looking for a new purpose.
Oh.
If that helps.
Yeah, I think it does.
And then eventually, I'm assuming Harmony would arrive.
And,
Where'd you go, Harmony?
I think when she steps in, she sees Wyatt and sees like all the marks on him and just looks extra deflated after that. I was just going for a walk and I'm back. I just needed to get some air.
So while you were gone, some things had happened. Everybody became part of the new summer court. And you can too. You just have to recruit 3 other people. No, I'm kidding.
The whole Fey Court is a pyramid scheme. Love it.
So because the court is supposed to advise the king and give him advice and help him and be his stewards of the land and I mean you already are like as part of the Razgard, like you're already like helping and advising, and I think you have a unique perspective. You have a unique perspective. Yes, you can, because you're part Fae now too. Wait, can Hope be part of the court? Does she have any Fae in her?
Yes, you gave pay touch to everybody, remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. So what do you say, Hope?
Harmony.
Harmony.
Oh, wow. I think that's really kind and wonderful. And could you do me? Could you ask me that question again? And not right now, but there's something I have to do, and I'm worried that if I say yes, then it might cause a problem. And I don't know if it will or not. I just am trying not to.
Well,
I'm trying to follow there's this path that I'm trying to follow, and I just want to make sure I do it right this time.
okay, I understand that. And this is a volunteer opportunity, not a conscription. So, when you're ready, we'll talk about it then.
Good, because I think I'd love to. I don't want to make any. I've been thinking a lot about decisions I've made in the past and how they've put me on certain roads and kept me off of others, and I just want to do this right.
That's fair. Oh, it's not actually official until the ceremony. So here's the ceremony. He's gonna take the snuggle beast and make it kiss Hope, and then make it kiss Mars. And now they're all done.
I forget. I don't even know where I found that.
It was given
It
to
just
you,
appeared-
Mars.
Oh, Aiden knows, but Mars doesn't. It just appeared in his bag one day. I remember. But I don't remember where I got that. So, I don't know if you cleaned it. It's a Fey artifact now. It's cool. Never mind. Love it.
It's got rainbow balls.
There it is. There
So wait,
it is.
does the actual rainbow energy like come out of the bear? And
Yeah,
into the-
I was just waiting for y'all to.
Okay.
Y'all kept on talking.
Yeah.
Harmony walks up to Wyatt.
Okay.
Looks like you had a nice, exciting night.
That I did.
Well, the joke's on you because I don't even notice you right now.
In your head, you hear, "Stay strong, sister. Stay strong."
I could have sworn I heard someone speak, but I don't think I did. That's what happened. Aren't you going to say anything?
No,
Did I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry.
I don't walk into snake pits. And he walks to the other side of the room.
Wait a minute. No, I'm ignoring you. Can't do that.
Mars obviously walks to the opposite side of the room from Wyatt.
Bro, you just gave me flashbacks to my Baldur's Gate 3 rejection that I was posting about.
Oh no.
Amazing. As you put the
You kissed them.
put the snuggle beast to everybody, the rainbow shines upon the vestments, and the vestments themselves glow briefly upon everyone. And there is the chill. Hope. You hear a voice. Welcome, Duchess of Ice. I, Mab, accept the king's decision. It's an air and wind. Declare it so.
Is she waiting for a response?
You don't know.
Nice to meet you, Mab. I hope we can get along.
And the rainbow moves, and each of you feel this connection, this peace. And suddenly, it's as if everything shifts. There's details in the walls and around that you pick up. As if you know what's around the next corner. And you can't fight the feeling that you're home. And this place welcomes you.
I haven't felt like this in a while. Or ever.
I don't know if this is a bad time to bring this up, but I was just thinking about when I locked somebody away, it was when I died, and now since I'm technically reborn as a whole new person, I'm wondering if that person might be free. I hope that's your problem, Shiny.
He's gonna dig in the bag of holding to pull out the rainbow flower. Does it look any different?
You don't find it.
Ah!
Gorge.
Nylumia, did you happen to take the rainbow flower
Nope,
while I was
I
not
didn't.
looking?
Nope.
Mars?
I don't touch flowers. Or grass. No.
Shit.
Okay, well, that might be a problem. Also, I was going to give that as a vestment to Marlboro. Now I think I'm out of vestments. Oh no.
Where did you get that?
Well, oh my god, that's the other part. I was supposed to give it to some. Oh, she gonna be mad.
She's probably the one who has it.
Oh, maybe she's happy.
Maybe she already has it.
Don't know. if she's
I
not,
found
but-
it in Karakef's. We found it in Karakef's treasure trove. His special place.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that was a gift from Baba Yaga to her daughter.
And then the fruit lady.
Wanted it, but if her
Yeah.
daughter's not sealed away anymore, because of my whole ritual thing of making sure I was still alive when I was a fae, and now that could have got broken, and she could have managed to use her magic.
Okay, well, tell you what. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try to scry on that flower and
That's
see
a good
what he will. No reason to panic right now. We don't know anything really, other than that I misplaced the flower. Maybe.
We were on the same plan, actually. Haha. And Limmy's gonna sit down and go pull out her little mirror she still has and cast Scry. We are on the same plane, so
Was she trying to scry on?
Sibilna, Tasha, whoever I locked away and kept away.
Eh,
21 wisdom.
21 wisdom. Let's see what we get here. Feel it go out, and it's as if the spell is sliced by a sharp blade. And it fails.
Yep, everything's fine. We'll worry about it later.
Yeah, I'll try to. You tried to scry on the flower?
Nope.
Okay, I'll try that tomorrow then.
Okay.
All right, we ready to go?
Give me 1 minute. And then she runs out and goes and finds Baba Yaga and goes, "She's free. We're going to the material plane. We'll see you in a little bit." And then runs back.
Good day.
Plane shift.
Wait, did you?
Whee!
Oh, as we plane shift, Shiny will try to use his new power to make it so that the days we've spent here were really only hours.
Hours, okay. So about 3-4 hours have gone by. Where are you plane shifting to? It can be anywhere on the material plane, I believe.
Yeah. Mars would remind, specifically not within Rexendrum, get us outside of Rexendrum.
Yeah, like I remember that one time when we
Yeah, like
we went camping that one time.
Yes, 2 miles west of Rexendrum, to where there's probably still the
Place
decomposing
where I
remains
picked
of
you
an
up
exploded
the first
gnome.
time.
Yeah. It's where you met Dulles for the first time.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember.
I've never been inside the Empire.
Oh, it's
Oh,
great.
it used to be nice.
Dave
It's
kicked
lost
me
all
out
the
last
fun.
time and put me kind of on a wanted list. I don't know if that's good. Let's go,
By
guys.
the way, the other thing you know is the Empire is hunting all Fae. So you end up in the Empire.
yeah.
Changeling.
They also can see through that. I have not
Yeah.
forgotten that.
So where in the Empire are you going?
The place where I met Dolus and Mars for the first time after we got back from our first Feywild. So 2 miles outside of Rexendrum.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 miles west.
Very good. You plane shift there. You feel the power as Shiny, you pull the threads together and make the time work in your favor. And as that happens, a flash, a pull, bright green. It's cold. You feel for a moment a horrible cold. And Nylumia. You hear "Ooh, want to help those tortured people. So desperate. In your back, I give you contracts. If they sign, I will personally make sure they make it to this realm with their family.
Is this my one assignment for the year?
Oh no,
So
just
this
me
is
being helpful.
Okay. Well, let's think about that. Thank you. So can you come and go freely?
As you feel yourself being shunted into the material plane. We're in there for tonight.
Woo! We did it, y'all.
Back to Alexandria.
Back to the Empire.
The Empire.
The
Empire.
Empire.
Oh man, we're totally not wanted people after stopping their invasion and everything and taking a bunch of their people.
Double
I
time
just
for
realized
Mars.
I'm not prepared for a fight at all.
Double time on the wanted for Mars.
It's okay. I have
Double
the what's that magic thing called? The fulminating treaties. I can do some stuff with spells.
It's true. All right, we will go ahead for tonight. Those watching, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Good night.